from across the map, coast to coast, east to west, from border to border. And so I'm excited you're here with us. And as we officially kick this off and I hit record, let me just say again, welcome to our Monday, October 16th business overview. My name is Jim Tanner. I'm going to serve as your host, and I'm about to get the heck out of the way because we got two dynamo presenters that are going to be joining us to talk about this information that you've been invited to hear about this evening. But before I do step out of the way, I'll just say this is information that I saw for myself. It'll be 20 years ago in February. So nearly 2 full decades ago, I saw what you're about to see. Now, I didn't see it on Zoom. That wasn't the technology we had back then. As a matter of fact, I didn't see it on a website. I don't think that I'd seen many websites back then. I actually saw this information on a VHS tape. So if you want to think about how long I've been in this business, since VHS tape, since no email address, since there was no such thing as Google and YouTube. Isn't that something how fast 20 years have gone by in my life? But today, you have the ability to join us from wherever you are, to take a few moments out of your busy schedule and learn about something that can absolutely shift your consciousness and allow you to have transformative change in your life if you choose to. So I'm excited for you to get that information, and to help you get that, I'm going to be leaning on two dynamic partners here, and I'm going to start by introducing your first presenter. This is Mr. John Fehrenbach in the Ohio area. He's going to come on and share with you some of the information and then turn it over to his co-presenter as well. John is somebody who knows exactly how to present this information to you in a concise way. He knows 100% of the information. He's going to deliver it with respect of your time. He also loves to help people and really enjoys having fun while building his business. I'm excited you're going to hear from him, John. It's so great for you to be here with us today. Over to you, sir.
Jim, thank you for those kind words. Welcome, everybody. A little bit about me. I've done a lot of things throughout my life, from installing auto glass to selling direct mail to lastly, I was in the steel business. I got introduced to this business a couple of years ago, and I'm thrilled and excited this evening to share that same information that was shared with me. If you give me 1 second, let me share my screen with you. There we go. Give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. Thank you very much. Well, listen, again, I'm super excited. I'm excited to share things with you that is happening within our company, coast to coast, throughout the US and Canada. Tonight, I'm going to direct most of my comments to all of our invited guests here this evening. Somebody thought enough about you to invite you to the Zoom to learn about the impact that we're having coast to coast across the US and Canada. We're certainly glad that you're here with us. Tonight, we're going to be talking about your opportunity and your freedom. Maybe. There we go. What we know is that the world has changed forever. We're in a work from anywhere revolution. People want choices. They want income choices. They want choices about a better work-life balance. And they're choosing more flexibility and more independence. I'm certain that in these uncertain times, it makes sense to have some type of backup plan. For me, I knew that a backup plan was to work some type of business. I knew that I could always count on me. I've never fired myself. I've never laid myself off. I've given myself grief a couple of times because of mistakes or being lazy, whatever it was. But at the end of the day, I knew that I could count on me, and I knew that I could build a business that I could never do as an employee. We're going to talk more about this in a few minutes. Some of you are here today because you're evaluating your opportunities in the marketplace. Maybe as you pivot to a new career, or maybe as a backup plan. We're going to share some information this evening for your consideration. But before we do that, I'd like your permission to ask you a question. Are you working for the right type of income? Now, we know that there's 3 forms of income. First off, there's linear income, where you're literally trading time for money. You might consider it a regular job, where you've agreed for either a certain hourly amount or a certain weekly amount, or maybe even a salary, that you'll give up certain amount of hours of your day and they'll pay you whatever that particular amount is. Literally trading your time for their money. The second type of income is called leveraged income. Now, this is where you might build a team and leverage the income potential of not just one person being yourself, but of a bunch of people out there. An example of that might be a broker. They have a product or service such as real estate or maybe even insurance, and they have a bunch of agents out there selling, and the broker gets a piece of each and every sale. That's leveraged income, where he's leveraging his maybe 10-hour day, okay, with 10 other agents who are putting in 10-hour days, okay? So now he's got 110 hours of work in that one day. That's leveraged income. And then there's residual income, where work that you do today, tomorrow, maybe even next week or next month will continue to pay off for years to come. This certainly could be a retirement plan. It's very similar to royalties that music artists and actors get every time their song is played or their movie or TV series is aired. It's disconnected from time. And it's disconnecting time from the money. I've heard people call this rollover money, where you roll over in bed and the money just never stops. We'll be discussing this a little bit more in detail later. Now, let's stop to consider the type of company. We know that there's 5 areas to evaluate as far as a company is concerned. First off, you're looking for a company that is rock solid and has stood the test of time. We know startups can be a bunch of fun, but the upside is unpredictable and they're certainly volatile. We need to know if there's a need in the marketplace for their product, and does their product fill that need in an easy to use manner? Compensation. Are you compensated well for the product that people are getting? And we need to know if the timing is right. Is this the right time for this company and its products? Let me tell you a little bit about our company. This is our founder, Mr. Harlan Stonecipher. Now, we say that our company was founded from an accident. It was literally a car accident where Mr. Stonecipher was not at fault. There were two other parties that there were two other parties. There was another party who caused the accident, and Mr. Stonecipher wasn't even cited. All the citations went to the other party. Well, while he lay there in the hospital recuperating from his injuries, an attorney had convinced the other party to file a lawsuit against Mr. Stonecipher. Mr. Stonecipher ended up spending most of his life savings defending himself. Now, Mr. Stonecipher was a full-time teacher and an insurance agent, certainly a smart guy, and while he pondered his own situation, he noted that he had car insurance, so he knew that the car would be taken care of. He had health insurance, so he knew that all of his hospital bills would be taken care of, and he knew that if something tragic would have happened, he had life insurance that would take care of his family. But he had nothing that would help him with a lawsuit. So from that accident, a mission was born: equal access to justice. From his kitchen table to this home office in Ada, Oklahoma, this 51-year-old company is protecting and empowering over 4.4 million people across the US and Canada. Our vision? Our vision is to provide equal access to liberty, equality, opportunity, and justice that every human deserves. You can read about us in Forbes, Bloomberg, CNBC, and Yahoo. This company's been traded on the NASDAQ, the New York Stock Exchange, and then it was acquired by MidOcean Partners for $650 million and is currently valued at over $2 billion. Why, might you ask? Well, we've mastered this thing called disruptive innovation, making things simpler, easier, and more affordable. I'm certain that everybody here remembers at some time in their life shopping at the mall or going to the store to find something. You buy your t-shirts over here and your dress over there, and you just walk around the mall till you find everything that you need. Well, now with an app on your phone or an app on your desktop called Amazon, you can do your shopping right from your seat at home. Disruptive innovation. I don't know if anybody here remembers buying CDs. I know nobody, Jim, remembers buying VHSs, but you would go to a music store and you'd peel through whether it was vinyl LPs or CDs, cassette tapes, 8-track tapes to find the music that you already had or the music that you were looking for. Today, there's an app called Spotify, there's Amazon Music, there's Apple Music, where basically you can hunt for any type of genre, artist, or song. It comes up on your phone and you play it right from your phone. Again, another disruptive innovator, making things simpler and easier and certainly more affordable. What about getting access to the justice system? Well, let's talk about Legal Shield. I don't know if you have ever, and actually, if any of these things touch a nerve with you, type a yes into the chat. But have you ever thought about writing your will or revising your will? According to statistics, only 30% of the people across the US and Canada have their wills done. Have you ever been notified that your personal information was compromised, or maybe been treated unfairly, or said, let me speak to your supervisor? Maybe you've been a victim of a breach or identity theft, signed a contract that you didn't quite understand or maybe even regretted later, received a traffic ticket. I'd have to raise my hand for that one. Had an insurance claim denied that you thought might have been covered, maybe had questions regarding your credit score, bought a defective product and wondered what exactly were your rights. Maybe you had your social media account hacked. These are everyday normal things that happen to us. Probably wouldn't even consider calling an attorney just because of the pure expense. Now, with the tap of the app, we're connected to an attorney for all of those everyday issues. We call this Legal Shield. This is what the mobile app looks like on our phone. When you pull that app up, that's exactly what it looks like. Imagine this on your phone, and with a tap of the button, you're connected to our network of attorneys. There's no need to vet them. Legal Shield has already done that for you. The right attorney for your particular situation. Now, just for a second, imagine that you're my attorney. Now, I know that you're not, but let's just kind of go through a quick little exercise. We'll pretend that you're my attorney for a minute. And Mr. Attorney, I'd like you to provide me with the following services, and I want you to give me a monthly price for providing these services. First off, I'd like you to give me personal legal advice on an unlimited number of personal issues throughout the month. Look at contracts or documents that I receive, maybe even make a call or send a letter on my behalf, and of course, if it's in my best interest. Take care of my will, my living will, my health care power of attorney, my financial power of attorney. If I get a traffic ticket, I need representation in court. I want you to take care of me there. Maybe if I'm ever named in a civil trial, I want you to take care of that for me. If the IRS ever comes knocking on my door for a tax audit, I'd love some assistance there as well. And then to boot, I want you to take your phone to bed. And if I ever have an issue at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, where I need to speak to you in an emergency situation, I want to be able to call you on that phone and you pick up in the middle of the night and you help me through that particular issue. 24/7 emergency protection. And also some family and domestic services, maybe uncontested divorce, adoptions, maybe a separation, or maybe I want to change my name to Jim Tanner. I'd like you to take care of that for me. How much would you charge me for that? Well, I'm sure it's rhetorical to a certain degree. Some attorney firms have said you would bankrupt our firm asking us to do that type of thing. Some have said tens of thousands of dollars. Well, guess what? For those kind of services, Legal Shield is $29.95 a month, about $1 a day. You get preventative services, personal legal advice, contract and documents reviewed, letters and calls made on your behalf, of course, if it's in your best interest. Your living will, your health care and financial powers attorneys, and a yearly review of those as well. Traffic ticket assistance. If you're named in a civil trial, they'll take care of you there. Again, if the IRS knocks on your door, they have audit assistance as well, and 24/7 emergency protection. And if for some reason there's something on here that you have done and it's just not completely covered in the plan, you get a 25% preferred member discount on all of our legal services. Again, family and domestic services as well, uncontested divorce, adoption, separation, even name change. Maybe we have to wait 90 days. That's fine, but I want you to take care of those. $29.95, $1 a day for peace of mind. That's Legal Shield. Who's covered? Well, certainly the member's covered. You're the member's spouse or domestic partner's covered. Your never married dependent children under the age of 26, living at home, or a full-time student. Any dependent children under the age of 18 for whom the member is a legal guardian, and any physically or mentally disabled children living at home. That is Legal Shield. It's plain, it's simple, it's practical. Our other flagship product is ID Shield. And ID Shield does exactly what you might think an ID protection type of app would do. It monitors and sends alerts for everything about your credit score. It pays attention to the credit bureau, your social security number, your passport, your driver's license, emails, phones, date of birth, usernames. If there's something it finds on the dark web, it lets you know. Something it finds on social media that it doesn't like, it lets you know. Privacy and social media reputation management as well. It pays attention to Facebook and LinkedIn, any of those social media type of things. And if there's something written about you or you write something and it finds it that within its reputation management to be maybe not good, it lets you know. Not good, is that a word? It lets you know and gives you the ability to change it. We have a $1 million protection plan and comprehensive restoration. And that's really what separates us apart from anybody else out there. Why? Because we have licensed private investigators that do whatever it takes for as long as it takes to restore your identity to pre-theft status. Did you hear that? We have licensed private investigators that take you by the hand and do whatever it takes and work as long as it takes to restore your identity to that pre-theft status. They don't send you a piece of paper and say, here are the 27 steps you need to do. They take you through it. They work through it with you. We also have a suite of electronic protection. We have malware protection for up to 10 devices in your home. We have a VPN, which is a virtual private network, and which is something you need to use on your phones, your laptops. If you ever go to a McDonald's or a Panera or a hotel, you use that VPN and it keeps prying eyes out of what you're sending and receiving and off of your computer, as well as a password manager that plain old saves a bunch of time and identifies and helps you change weak passwords. It gives you full control. We also have credit counseling and education for Legal Shield and ID Shield members, as well as privacy management. An individual plan is $19.95 a month, and a family plan is $34.95 per month. You might ask who's covered. Well, in the individual plan, just the member. In the family plan, the member's covered, the member's spouse and domestic partner, and up to 10 dependent children under the age of 18. It also provides consultation and restoration services for dependent children ages 18 to 26. That is ID Shield. Powerful, powerful, powerful. And if that's not powerful enough, we have something called Member Perks. There are over 400 different vendors that are vying for your business with discounts and promotions once you become a member of Legal Shield and ID Shield. It's enough typically to offset your Legal Shield and ID Shield membership. We're going to be talking to Sonora here in a few minutes, and I bet $100 she'll tell you how she used Member Perks within the past week. She's always using Member Perks. I know I've used it to purchase computers and all kinds of different things. So without further ado, I'd like to bring in Miss Sonora Dantzler. She's running helping running the Colorado market out there in the West. And Sonora, over to you.
Well, thank you so much, John. And yes, everybody, yes, you heard all of those great things about those two flagship products, the Legal Shield and the ID Shield, and they're definitely a no-brainer. But even more than, it takes a no-brainer, even less talk to talk about the member perks. So as John just said, we save everyday savings on over 400 vendors. We save on back to school. We save on different types of supplies, and it is definitely a no-brainer. But now I would like to show you a little bit about the compensation plan, because I understand that we don't have a whole lot of time here together, but I wanted to just let you see it for yourself, see how powerful this is. Okay, so you guys are here tonight to look at this incredible opportunity, right? And just by helping someone discover that Legal Shield and ID Shield exist, and now that you know about it, you know that it exists, you're going to go tell people about it anyway, right? Exactly. This is a business opportunity that you're going to get paid $70, guys. When someone goes to your website, they get the services, you're sharing it with them, and it's just that simple. We provide you with a website that's just for you. It takes about 3 minutes to sign them up. And that's the power of this. It's easy. It's a simplified system, and it doesn't matter how busy the person is that's watching this presentation, like you guys are doing right now. Like I was busy, like 70, 80 hours per week in corporate America. And I was able to launch my business, leave that life behind me. And because of this opportunity, I currently, right now, I work the business part-time. I fit it into my busy mom, wife, being an athlete, the Colorado market leader life. But the fun part about it and what I'm doing is that I'm working with small businesses, their employees, their families, and I'm sharing this opportunity like I'm doing with all of you guys right now, because this is a powerful system that we have. It's a business that you can start only for $49. Yes, that's exactly what I said. $49 is less than the administrative cost of what the company incurs to set you up as a new associate in the business. Why is it so little? You probably want to know. Why would it be not $400,000? Because our business model here is to protect individuals, their families, business owners, and their employees. And we want to impact communities with these services. So we don't want the cost of getting you started to stop you from, well, getting started. And by the way, you're in profit mode when you sign up your first customer. You're earning $70 and as a 1-year advance commission. Oh, sorry. Oh, there we go. We got some screens. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. And in this business right here, guys, it's not like any other business. You give yourself a raise and a promotion when you're ready. You protect a few families, you move to the senior associate level. You just gave yourself your first raise. Now you're earning $90 every time someone signs up for services with your recommendation. And right now we have a special bonus program that if you do the activity in your first 20 days or less, you can earn an additional $200 just for getting started today. But wait, if you keep going, you protect a few more families, move up to the manager level, another raise, another promotion, another bonus. And right now, as you can see right there on the screen, it is for a limited time. It's a total of $700 just in bonuses. Now, if you keep on going, protect a few more families in the community, a few more businesses, you move up to senior director, you earn and collect another bonus. And if you just really like bonuses, and I know that I really like them, who doesn't like getting a bonus? And if you guys like a bonus, go ahead and put a number 1 right there in the chat that you enjoy getting bonuses. And like I said before, if you like getting bonuses, I know I don't have much time right now, but I definitely want to keep going and let you know, but I am going to move a little quickly. But when you move up to the next level, which is the executive director level, now you can earn $2,500 in bonuses. And every time someone goes to your website, just that simple, they go to your website, they sign up on your recommendations for the plan, they're going to get these great services. you're going to earn $370. And as an executive director, you just do that 5 times a month, and that is $1,850. But do that weekly instead of monthly, and you're earning $96,200 yearly. It's incredible income. Now, just like the insurance broker or the real estate broker, let's just say I'm a new associate, I'm on your team, right? I make a sale and you're my executive director. You earn $300. I do that 5 times a month and you're earning, no, I do that 5 times a month and that's over $1,000 in overrides. But what if you had 5 of me? What if you had 10 of me? I'm gonna be like, go and go. So now you can see, while so many people are so excited about the transformation in the nature of our business, you help about 4 people also become an executive director. Each of them are now earning $370 per plan. Each of them are collecting the $1,000 senior director bonus. Remember, we were talking about all those bonuses. And then they're collecting the $2,500 executive director bonus. And our company is rewarding you as the leadership, and you're getting a leadership level up bonus of $50,000. Now you see why so many people are just so excited that we have so many people succeeding in our business. And they're excited about the way that they are succeeding because not only are they able to win, but they're able to help the members in their community. And they're also able to build a team, and they're also able to help them create new income streams for them and their families. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get out of the way and let you hear from a few people that are also going with me on this journey. But before I do, hold on. I have got to tell you guys about Performance Club. Performance Club is the club that you want to be a part of. Now, John showed you earlier what we do in our business right now with our Legal Shield and our ID Shield products. And it is serious. It's serious in how people, we are able to help them go out to the communities, give them the abilities of having a voice. And we do important work, and it is noble. And the money is clearly serious and also clearly good as well. And the money, serious, with 1 year advance commission, and it's paid daily. It's not paid on the 1st. It's not paid on the 15th. It's not paid when the eclipse come or the blue moon, and you own your residential book of business. What that means is that for every member that stays on the books and continues to pay you, we will continue to pay you monthly for the life of the membership. It's not my life. It's not your life, but it's the life of that membership. And it's able that you can make it willable to your kids, your grandkids, their kids, to your family, whoever that you want to will it to. Protect a few more families a month with our Performance Club, and you earn bonuses anywhere from $200 to $500 monthly. You can qualify for vacations all around the globe. One of the vacations that is coming up right now is Jamaica, Miman, and that's going to be next year. And I'm so excited, and I'm hoping that you guys will jump on board with us so that you can also participate in earning and going on that trip as well. So I'm just definitely going to get out of the way right here. I'm going to turn it over and let you hear from a few members right here that are on this journey. And I'm going to turn it over first to Miss Jamie Burtis. Jamie, she's actually out of Ohio. Jamie.
Hey, everybody. Thank you. So I started this journey. My background is in HR, and as an HR business partner, I'm working over 40 hours a week. And it was great money into it. A lot of time invested into it. And that was okay for me at one point until I had my first baby. And like so many of us that have our families, I did not want to give up my time working, being away from my baby 9 hours a day, 5 days a week. I was not going to do it. No way, no how. But like some of you may be, I was also a big skeptic. But I am glad that I got into this opportunity with Legal Shield because it literally has been life changing. I am building my team. I'm making great money doing it. I am having fun helping other people. And I had no idea that I could still be a natural human resource to people for something that is desperately needed in our community. Have fun doing it, make my own schedule, and still spend time with my baby and not miss those first time moments. That was something that was completely priceless, and I'm glad I gave it an opportunity. What made it even better is we have a great service. We offer a great service that's desperately needed. And I really got on board because I actually utilized the service early on, years ago in my early 20s. And I moved to a whole nother state, did not know anyone in the state, just me, and I had a service animal. A hotel denied me access with my service animal. Legal Shield attorney I was able to speak with at 9 o'clock at night. They were able to get me into the hotel with no issues. I was 20 years old. I didn't know what to do at that point, but I had Legal Shield then and I have it now, and it is changing my life. So I desperately love it. I'm doing fantastic with it, and I'm not going back. This is just the beginning, but this has been absolutely life changing. So that's just a little bit about my journey, and I hope your journey is just as good or better.
Well, thank you so much, Jamie, for sharing with everyone. And now I'm going to go ahead and turn it up to Mr. Saul Arugula, and he is over in sunny Florida.
Hey, Sonora, thanks for introducing me. So a little bit about myself. I've been in the power generation industry for over 24 years and truthfully have made a very good living at it. But the reason that I joined Legal Shield is because I want financial freedom. I'm tired of working for somebody else and I want to leave something for my family. One of the best things about Legal Shield are the people. And that's the best thing about Legal Shield are the people. They're always willing to help. They're always giving up their time. And these are the type of people that I want to be around all the time. Another thing about Legal Shield is it's going to allow me to live my dream. And a lot of you, none of you know what my real dream is. My dream is to buy cars. I love cars. I love sports cars, Corvettes, Mustangs, Porsches, you name them, I love them. And I've had them all. But what happens, because my income is not where I want it to be, whenever I want to change cars, I have to trade it in or sell it and then get the next car. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to keep them all. I want to have a big garage for them, keep them and drive them. Okay, so that's my dream. And so what I want, that's my dream. And it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of discipline and a lot of personal development. So I'm definitely glad to be a part of Legal Shield. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Saul. And hey, I'm right there with you. I love me some cars too. Room. So now I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Miss Venus Powers. And I believe she's in South Carolina. She's in one of those Carolinas, but I'm going to let her tell you exactly where she's at today. Venus.
Yeah, today I am in South Carolina, and it's fun because a lot of times it's dark right now because my office is dark, but usually you'll see me in my car with a computer on my lap and a cell phone earbuds in my ears so that I can help, do the presentation. And, that is truly what Legal Shield has done for me. I had set myself up a long time ago to work from home because, my career before I got married, I worked in startup companies for technology, startup technology companies. And it was a great time. You met a lot of great people. You got to see a idea come to fruition and go into implementation and make a difference in a company's efficiency, right? But then, startup companies get bought and sold, and venture capital people and other companies are making decisions for your money. And sometimes it ends up where you're laid off 9 days before $10,000 in stock options vest. So, that was hard. So I took some time. I got married. I had 2 babies, and my children's father became sick. And so I needed to have a full-time job. And I started working for a lead generation company that worked with nationwide healthcare technology companies. And because I was a personal caregiver, I was able to understand that industry very well. And they were in business for a long time. And I knew that I couldn't work outside the home. My husband needed 24-hour care, and I had 2 small children. And they started making bad business decisions about 3 years after his passing. And I started looking for something different. And I needed to be able to be mobile because I built my life around being able to work from anywhere. And I couldn't imagine a commute where I took 45 minutes to drive into an office, sit there for 8 hours, drive 45 minutes back. And sometimes on my Facebook page, you'll see me take pictures if I'm going in and out of town, sometimes during rush hour, just for some fluke that I have to be in town. And I can't imagine doing that every day. And my children have never known daycare. They have always had me at home, and I've always had the flexibility to be there for whatever they needed. And that is priceless to me, not excluding the family and friends that I have gained. I couldn't get through a day without speaking to someone that is on this Zoom right now. I mean, I literally talk to 3 to 5 people that are on this Zoom right now every day. And some of us have never met in person, but some of us make sure that we see each other in person every time we possibly can. And that's priceless. And you don't get that in other companies. And I'm going to tell you, I've been in a lot of companies, and this energy is a unique energy, and the money's great, but the lifestyle and the love that you get is completely different. Thanks, Sonora.
Thank you so much, Venus. And I can definitely agree with you. And yeah, most definitely. We are definitely a family here, and you get lots of support, lots of mentorship, and you get it from everywhere, from all different sides of the United States and Canada. So when it comes to the different areas of us evaluating, and I'm sure as you guys are looking at this information, and you already heard John talk about this earlier, that when you're looking at stuff, you're evaluating those 5 areas, and we're just going to go back through them again, because I think that we've actually made the point here for you. So the company, let's just start right there. We're not a startup. We're a 50-year-old business, not a startup. We've been in the area, in the industry, doing the disruptive, as we talked about earlier, for the legal injustice as well as identity into the United States and in Canada. And it's definitely a need in the marketplace. So who do you know has been treated unfairly? Who do you know that takes the time to look at their wallet because they don't think that they can afford an attorney to take care of whatever it is that they need to be taken care of? The product is right there. You heard John talk about the Legal Shield and ID Shield plans right there. There is a need for the product out there in the United States, right there in your community. And the compensation, oh, we went over that. And I think I went over as much as detail, again, respecting your time, but you needed to see the compensation, from the bonuses to all of the different ways that you can get additional income, or even make this your plan B, or maybe your plan C through Z. And the timing is right. It's not that, oh, I should have been a part of this business a while ago. The timing is perfect for you right now, because we need you. We need you to go out into your communities and share that information with everyone, to let them know that they have options. So what do you need to do? Just become an associate. It's that easy, that simple. You can start this business part-time, spare time, a little bit at a time, and you can do this business. It is just that simple, just that easy. As we talked about early, $49 gets you started. Yes, again, that is not a typo, ladies and gentlemen. $49 to get you started, get your websites going. So if you're not sitting right next to the person right now to give them a high five, then send them a text message. Tell them that you are interested. You are ready right now. You're ready to go. You are ready to rock and roll. So again, we are here to get you set, to get you started. And it's just as simple as 1, 2, and 3. First, we're going to get you enrolled as a member with your Legal Shield and ID Shield plans. And then 2, become an associate. It's just that simple. Takes about 3 minutes. Get back to the person who invited you this evening. They're going to send you a text with a link of their website. Takes you 3 minutes to get all set up. We're going to get you connected with additional training, mentorship with someone that is in your area or even across the country. But we've got lots of leaders here, lots of mentorship, lots of training, 24/7, 365 access to training. So you'll be able to access that information so you can get on the ball and on to going and running and becoming a Legal Shield member and associate. So we're so happy, so excited. And again, I want to say thank you to all of my participants. So thank you to Mr. Jim Tanner. Thank you to John Fehrenbach, Jamie Burgess, as well as Saul Aruga and Venus Powers tonight. And thank you for joining us this evening, and welcome to Legal Shield.